Hey folks, Jonathan here. Wanted to do a little update on the 2016 rat rod build. What we're planning on doing this time, and we're going to do a couple of things a little bit different. We learned a lot from last time. The one thing I don't want to do is, I don't want to build another truck for myself. I mean, that wasn't the intention to start with anyway. But here's what we're going to do. I'm going to find something to build and got my eyes on a few things now, and I've actually got that 49 Dodge that I picked up, and I don't really want to use it. I want to do another truck, but what we're going to do, we're going to get it here, and I'm going to keep updates on it so everybody knows what's going on. But instead of doing it like we did last year, we're going to make it, or put an option in there for the builders. Last year, everybody just came and built and had fun and enjoyed it and ate and had a good time. And everybody did enjoy it. I mean, it was a good time. It was good to get everybody together, all my friends together that, some of them I hadn't seen in a while, and, they don't mind working on something or being a part of something. And I mean, I think that's the big thing with it, is just being a part of something. But what we're going to do, I'm going to get another vehicle, and for the build, I think we're going to use one of these Perkins engines. You see one behind me here. I've got two of them now, and I picked up a 4-speed transmission to go behind, and it's a truck transmission, but we may find a BorgWarner or T5 out of a Mustang or something eventually, and we've got time, and we're going to leave our options open. But what we're going to do is we're going to leave an option for the builders to put in $100, and with one rule. If you're in the drawing, you need to be here all day, from the time it starts till the time it's over. And I just want to do that because I think it wouldn't be fair for somebody to come work for an hour and put their $100 in and win when somebody else has worked for 12, 14 hours. And so that's going to be the only stipulation. Work from start to finish, put in your $100, and whatever I've got in the vehicle parts wise is what I want to get back. If I end up having $800 in it, if I get my 8 back, anything above that 8 is going to go, straight to Shriners Hospital. Hopefully we will have it. If I have $1,500 in it and I get $800 back, then, oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's something that I want to do. And I'm still going to supply the food, and we'll get somebody in here to cook like we did last time, and we've got a few other things planned, unlike the last time, but went and looked at a truck today, a 1959 or 60 Ford. I'm not sure which it is. I'm not up on my Fords at all, but would make a good one. And there's a little reason behind it why I'd like to use it, but we may or may not use it. We want to make sure there's a title. That's pretty important here in North Carolina, and a clear title, because if you give somebody a vehicle at the end of the day, they at least want to be able to do something with it. Whether they keep it, sell it, get it legal, that's their choice. Got an auction to go to Saturday. I'm going to take everybody along with the camera, and I think everybody will enjoy it. It's an antique car auction, but they don't have many there, and most of them's pretty beat up, ragged up. But one of them there, it's a Dodge pickup, is sort of like what we're looking for. Excuse me just a minute. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Get back to where I was. Looked at the 59 or 60 Ford going to the auction. They've got a 50s Dodge. Looks like it's been started on, some stuff's been done. Not sure, can't look at it close till we get to the auction, but we're going to take a look at it and see how it looks. I've looked at a couple other, or talked to a couple other people that's got some vehicles, but we're going to get something lined up, and the planning in this thing is the worst part, because you've got to have everything here that you need. Last time on the last build, we ran into a problem with the front wheel bearing. We went to change the wheels and the wheel adapters and or the wheel spacers, and found out that the driver's side wheel bearings was shot. And so luckily Advance Auto was open. I had one bearing here in stock, but the outer bearing we had to go buy, but you know, we was able to get the parts. That was the good thing. But you know, you got to watch. You don't want to run into something where you can't get the parts that day, because you know, there's a lot involved in getting something lined up like that and getting it ready and planned, because it's almost hard to remember everything. You know, you're going to forget something or miss something, and the other one turned out great. I mean, it really did. For, you know, we done exactly what we said we was going to do. We drove it, you know, burnt the tires on it. I mean, timing was still a little bit retarded even after the second time. So I mean, there was some little stuff that could have went a little better, but I mean, you know, we done exactly what we was planning to do anyway. But I think everybody will enjoy this one, and we're going to we may try to get somebody here to play a little bit of bluegrass music too, and just somebody here local. Had a battery go dead, had to go swap it out, but I think everybody will enjoy this next build. But just keep watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I think everybody will enjoy it. Like I said, things will be better on the next one. We're going to do a little bit different on the filming, and make sure we try to make it exciting for everybody. And you know, just like I said, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and you can keep updated on everything that we're going to do. And of course, I've always got other things going on, and you know, trying to work and run a wrecker and do everything else I need to do at the same time. So, but watch this video of the 50 or the 5960 model Ford truck, and I'm going to actually go online and see if I can figure out which year it is, and we're waiting to see whether there's a title available or not. There's supposed to be, but you know, we'll see. And I'm going to show you the transmission I got real quick, the 4-speed for one of these Perkins, and I'll show you the video of the truck, and then be ready for the auction Saturday. I'm going to try to get as much of it as I can. We'll go around, look at the cars, film them, and then that way you'll see what they are, and then we'll maybe, you know, be able to do the auction where you'll see what they bring, and you can see how foolish I am for paying whatever I pay. But thanks for watching. Till next time, bye. And here's our 4-speed transmission that we picked up. This is a new process, 80-something model Ford, I believe. And like I said, we may find a T5 before the build. If not, somebody's going to be stuck with a granny gear. But it'll bolt right directly behind our Perkins, and I will, for the build, I'll probably pull the engine, get a transmission, made it up. Like I said, I don't know which one I'm using. Both run good, both have good oil pressure, so that really don't matter. But go ahead and get the transmission on it. I'm probably going to have to change the pan out. I think I need to find the forklift oil pan. It's a rear sump. These are center sump or full sump just about. But so we'll get that lined up and try to get the engine all ready. And then the day of the build, we'll be building the mounts, putting the engine in, doing all the hookup on the engine, radiator, you know, clutch pedal, throttle cable or linkage or whatever we end up using, you know, wiring, all that. We're lucky these has already got GM alternators on them. You may be able to see on that one. And I think they will make a good rat rod engine for our build there. And that'll be a good transmission there. You know, it came out of a good running, good driving truck. I think it was actually a F-250 Ford, 3/4 ton. But show you more. Bye. Okay, folks, winds are blowing out here, so I don't know how the audio will be, but here we are looking at a Ford. We're trying to get a line up on the next rat rod build here, and decided to come take a look at this 59 or 60 model Ford. This is a friend of mine, and he's got a lot of parts with it. And no bodies, I mean, not the worst in the world. Be good for a rat rod, but what we're thinking about doing is a Perkins swap. Putting one of them Perkins in something with a 4-speed, and this might make a good one. And our main thing here in North Carolina is titles. You know, it's hard to get a title, and I believe we can. This one's got a good clear North Carolina title, and see if we can see inside of it there. Old 3-speed on the column. So we've got some pedals to work with anyway. But someone, let me see, welded the floor in the bed. Looks like there's a steel bed welded in it. So, and I don't know if this is a 59 or a 60, but what we're wanting to do on this next rat rod build is I'm trying to get everything lined up and together, and we're actually going to give it to one of the builders. We're going to raffle the, raffle it off to one of the builders that comes to the and works on it all day. That's going to be one of the stipulations is working all day on it. But this would probably make a pretty good truck. Got a little rust on it, but like I said, we're not too worried about that. We can line up a good set of wheels and tires and figure out what we're going to do about brakes and like I said, we're talking the Perkins engine swap, and it's going to be another one-day deal, so everything has to be ready and lined up to go. Now he said he's got a chrome grill and stuff for one of these, and they not too many people fixing this style up. I'm not going to say it's the prettiest truck ever made, but we're not so worried about that. I mean, lower it down just a little bit and put some decent wheels and tires on it. I mean, it'll make a good old truck. Nice rim in there. Not the worst type thing. We've got some rust on her, but now he's got this one, but there's actually two more for parts. Well, one of them may be a little nicer than this, and then the other one would be for parts. But maybe we can get by and look at the other ones. I think most of this is stuff that somebody else is repairing or part of it. I see it riveted in. So it's got a few issues, but we could definitely work with it. There's an auction coming up on Saturday I think I'm going to do some video on, and they've got an old Dodge there that we may look at. It's supposed to have a good title, so like I said, here in North Carolina, that's the most important thing. See if we can get around here to the back of it. Yeah, not too bad old truck. Alright, maybe we can find the other one here and I'll show you more.